Hello, it's Kazuyoshi. There are a lot of updates from me, maybe as always, but today I'd like to speak a little bit about TEDx or TED experience. And that was last week when I was in Vienna. Actually, I was in Vienna for the first time in my life. And of course, it is a very famous city known for a lot of beautiful things. I wanted to be there once, and but didn't have a chance. So of course, I wanted to be part of the TED AI, and also I wanted to visit that city. And so the TED experience was extraordinary. So it finished with TED Talks Day on 26th. I guess they had more than 20 speakers starting from the 9 or 10 a.m. and finishing at 7 p.m. And some music, some entertainment, maybe a little bit of play. It was very fun. And also a lot of ex expertise of the AI, because this is a TED AI, particularly focused on the AI. And there are brilliant speakers coming from the public sector and of course university, and also some people who are doing the real active things. So there are a lot of insights there. And so what I grasped from that experience, of course, the reason I've been there was several. I just wanted to be there, and I wanted to learn about how to organize a TED. I'm going to do the TEDx Marnochi next year, and also I just wanted to absorb the new updates about the AI. And when I was in Vancouver this April, of course, there are a lot of updates or speakers related to AI, but the tone was sort of a neutral. Some people talking about the upside, some people speaking about the downside or concerns, and kind of like that. So it's a becoming thing, but yet still, it kind of a work in progress. And this time, the title is Today, which means that the basic tone is that let's use this in the positive way. And 99% of the talk was optimistic. Only in my memory, one or two people raised some concern, maybe three, but despite the concern, this is a solution that we can use to overcome those challenges was a tone that was set there. And I I like that. And at the same time, of course, I I see that there are differences between the countries or places about the understanding of the AI. So those are the takeaway that I got from the TED Talks. And I can't kind of speak the conclusion here. I'm still figuring out. It's gonna take time, but it is nice to absorb myself, myself in those kind of environment. That's number one. And also on the first day, actually, it's not the first day, but the TEDx organizer was gathered. So the one day before the first day, we had a pre-session, and it was the TEDx organizers workshop. TEDx organizers means that those people are the licensees of the TEDx. And the system of the TEDx is not so complicated, but you need to register for the license, and if you got the license, you'll be the licensee, and those people will be called the organizers, as long as I understand. And I am the TEDx licenser and the organizer, license holder, maybe, and the organizer. And so therefore, there are plenty of people, and I guess there are more than 100 people coming from all around the world to there are more actually, because I heard there are thousands of TEDx happening in the year, but at least there are 100 or something like that there. And we had a good time, and most of the time we are learning and some sharing. from the headquarter and also their interaction between the TEDx organizers. And myself, I have never run the TEDx yet, which means I'm a total freshman. I'm going to start now. And there are experienced people there. Like some people are doing this for 10 years or 15 years, or even if we have an experience of 3 years, at least she has done this for once or twice, which means there are a lot to learn from them. Every word they say are valuable for me, which is very nice and fresh for me. So I was able to opening up that exposing that I'm going to run the first time I need to learn, and so everybody gave me a nice advices. And one very key highlight I wanna uh, say now before closing this one is that of course I had that in my mind, but I'm not quite clear about this. But TED is about, or TEDx is about the idea. It's not about the speaker. So one lady told me that I really understand and appreciated that, but it was that we are not looking for the speakers, we are looking for the ideas. We means the organizers and organizer. So if you understand this, if I'm told you correctly, I think you assume that the speaker can speak nice thing and they're professional at that, and that's something we can admire. But TED or TEDx wants to look for the idea that is worth spreading. Then, uh, based on the idea or concept that the one idea may change the world, and that's what we want to try to do. And so, but most of the cases, those ideas are it's kind of existing somewhere but not exposed. So we find that and brings that to the world is the idea. So the idea may be there, but the people who's running that idea may not be a speaker. So we find the idea and then give certain support and maybe a training, and then we'll be able to make that idea with presentable thing and make this person a presenter. And that process, I had it in my mind, but I was so clear, and so I was looking at other people are nodding and agreeing that actually we had a small workshop, and I really have grasp this, and this was a huge, huge takeaway for me to start this journey. And as I mentioned, maybe the TEDx Marinochi is not going to be just 1 year project. It's going to be several years at least. We're going to continue that, and I'm trying to make this trilogy, which is like a Star Wars. Maybe I said that at least we done do this 3 times, so we have a big package not right for a big umbrella, and there may be several main topic or main kind of sub themes there, and which will be maybe I've talked, but we're going to be refined and going to be represented here and somewhere. So I wish you would wait for the update. We're working on the website and we are working on the all the things to prepare. I thought we are a little bit behind, but because I flew to Vienna, I think we got back on the track and I started to become a little bit comfortable compared to before going there. And I really enjoy this and I really look for advice and also want to work with you if you are interested. Thank you for watching.